Welcome to the Talk Yours podcast. We've had a very long 2-month hiatus in the long, boring, not boring, but the off season is always just kind of boring because there's no games on. We are back today. We are doing the awards and the Eastern Conference standing predictions, and we're just gonna have a lot of fun. Let's just get right into it. So, should we start with MVP?
Yes, that's the only word you can start with. So,
Okay, I guess.
yeah,
Okay. We might have the same MVP. I don't know.
probably.
I think Anthony Davis will be the MVP this season.
Okay.
I think it's been a long time coming. I'm a Lakers hater. I hate the Lakers. I always root against them for LeBron reasons, for just the amount of publicity they get. But LeBron, I feel like, and we say this every year, he's finally going to take the back seat. Anthony Davis will step forward. As long as he's healthy, this Lakers team from last season's trade deadline forward was an elite team in the NBA. And I'm not going to get too much into my Western predictions, but I have them as a high seed, so that'll help Anthony Davis's case. He's the best defender in the league, and that's my player.
I mean, do you agree with him? Because I had something to say about that. If
Yeah,
both agree.
I have my MVP as AD as well. I think it's about damn
It's a
time.
popular pick.
I think it's. I see it, bro. The Lakers were trending up in the. At the bare minimum, AD will be in the race for MVP. I just see it as that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
He
that's not a
always
bad
is.
idea to just. I mean, I feel like last year he had an MVP caliber season. If the Lakers were the way they were the whole season, he would have had a shot at it.
Yeah, they were just the 7th seed. I also think because Anthony Davis is a dark horse, people always want to pick the dark horse, but I actually think like he shouldn't be the favorite, but in my opinion, he will win it
Yeah.
as long as he's healthy. That is the problem.
Okay.
And I did say last year
But
Zion
let's
would win
hear
it.
it.
So.
I'm not saying the Lakers won't be good, and I'm not saying Anthony Davis won't be good. First thing, I can't rely on someone to play 65 games.
You picked Zion
And they
for
haven't.
MVP 1 year.
I
ago.
did, yeah, and I learned my lesson.
Okay.
That's why I'm not picking.
That's a
80.
fair
Because,
point. You gotta learn.
You gotta play.
That is a fair point.
Isn't that rule going into effect this year where you have to play 65 games?
65.
And
Okay.
I think he will.
I don't believe that Anthony Davis will play 65 games, first off. Second of all, even if he plays 65 games, can you even like imagine giving a LeBron teammate an MVP?
You're
Like,
not
how
wrong.
that
This
looks
could be
logistically for
LeBron's
the
last
league.
year, bro. Who knows?
It's not.
It could be,
He's
bro.
gonna play with.
It's not his last. He's gonna play with Bronny, but
It could be his last like competitive year in terms of like playing at a high level. But
I just don't see why
logistically,
AD can't. Why can't he win MVP?
he can win MVP, just not playing with LeBron.
yeah, with that argument, a lot of players can win MVP. I mean, you at least, I think at the bare minimum, you have to be in conversations with a top 10 player in the league, and that's kind of what AD is. But he is kind of on the lower half of that side, you
Mhm.
know. And they've kind of given that to, I believe Jokic was on that lower half in his first MVP, and they've given it to, like, I guess actually, yeah, that's like if you're not a guaranteed, I can't think of the word, but like top 5 player.
Mhm.
Besides that first Jokic MVP, every year has been a top 5 player. So maybe yeah, AD could be a stretch.
I would say, I mean, going back further, Steph's MVP wasn't top 5 at that time. His first MVP.
Well, that's true, but yeah, that was like what nine
that
years
was-
ago,
Yeah, 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
And then looking at Russ's MVP was weird because I feel like the perception of him changed a lot after he won the MVP.
Actually, you're right.
But
yeah.
like he wasn't. I don't think he was a top 5 player at the beginning of that year.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, Harden was, Giannis was.
Harden was because Harden had deserved it for a minute.
He deserved. Yeah, he
Um,
probably did deserve it.
Giannis is like weird because I feel like there was people who knew basketball knew about him, but like just because of his name being hard to pronounce, like it sounds like such a stupid
Yeah.
thing, but name recognition I
And
feel
not
like-
going to college.
yeah,
Um,
being a foreign player. Same thing with Jokic, kind of, but like Jokic's first MVP, he definitely took a jump. But no, I don't think you can win an MVP playing on the same team as LeBron James. I just don't like. It's the same thing as I don't believe that anyone would ever win an MVP playing next to like Steph Curry.
I wonder
know
who
what I
the
mean?
greatest player is to have a teammate who won an MVP. Did
Kobe.
Magic?
I feel like
Wait.
Yeah,
pretty easily Kobe.
I think it's probably Kobe.
Kobe or Shaq, whichever one you want to say.
Oh, that's true.
Shaq.
Shaq had Kobe and LeBron as teammates.
Yeah, but so did LeBron win MVP when he was teammates with Shaq?
I wouldn't be surprised.
And that was on like the down.
Wait,
but,
no,
like,
no,
we're talking about,
Shaq
like, at the
was-
same time.
Oh,
Like,
you're right. Was Shaq 2009 on the Cavs?
I want to say he was on the Celtics.
I want to say it
at
was
that point.
07
07.
was also. Wait, no, LeBron. No, LeBron went to the.
Yeah, LeBron went to the finals
No,
in
no,
07.
Shaq was on the Cavs 2009, 2010.
He
So,
was?
Yeah.
Wait, he wasn't.
But that wasn't LeBron's MVP.
Oh yeah, he was on the He was on the Celtics when they played.
Wait, did
Kobe
LeBron
in
win
the
MVP in
finals.
LeBron won
2010?
MVP 2009, yeah. 2009 and 2010. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh,
But Shaq.
But yeah,
wasn't
Shaq wasn't
at
the
that
same
point,
player.
Like
Still Shaq, I guess.
okay, but like I would agree with you. I'd say
Say
Kobe,
Kobe,
is
yeah.
probably the best
Kobe.
player to have a teammate win MVP on the same team.
yeah. So it's possible.
But at that point, he wasn't like Kobe in the way that we think about him now. He was still an up and coming.
What year was it?
It was like
2000.
2000. Yeah, so it was like
Oh, so yeah, Kobe.
it was like year
1999.
3 of Kobe being good.
So what? Kobe was what, an all-star, but not like in
yeah,
that.
I would call it like Kobe at that time would be comparable to maybe like
Dude, you could say
This
Russell
is-
Westbrook. Like,
people are gonna get so mad about this, but like almost like an Anthony Edwards. I think
I'm
at
not
that
mad at
point,
it.
like
Yeah. Wait. You said Westbrook to.
KD.
KD
It's not a crazy one.
wasn't Westbrook hurt that year though.
I don't think so.
Well, he was
2015?
definitely hurt around there. I don't
Yeah.
know.
In the playoffs, I know he got hurt.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, he was healthy.
Yeah.
But it always has to be early in the player's career, and LeBron is obviously.
You could say Wade. You could say all
when did
these
Wade
players.
win?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, that's Braun. That's a guy that's just head and shoulders better than everybody
Yeah,
else at
that's
that
true.
time. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so what was your MVP?
so my
pick?
MVP is Giannis.
Giannis.
I know that's a safe prediction, but I just think that the Bucks, both record wise and Giannis personally, are gonna have great years.
Yeah.
And I think it's been a while since we gave like obviously Jokic got it the last 2 years, but that was before he was a 1 seed, and there's been a weird thing the last few years where we don't want to give the MVP to the team with the best record. It's like what you're talking about, that whole dark horse idea. And I think the team with one of the best records is going to have an MVP this year, and I think that's going to be the Bucks.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking about them or about Giannis, but I'm just kind of scared Giannis will just like get hurt a couple games, but then after getting hurt, he'll rest some just because it is the regular season.
So you're scared Giannis is going to get hurt, but you picked Anthony Davis.
No, but
to
I'm
win
more
MVP.
scared. Also, okay, but
Damn.
at the same time,
Damn.
never mind. We'll get into
Okay,
the
yeah.
standings
No, we can get
predictions
into like
because-
I'm trying to work my way around.
Yeah,
it a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
It's kind of hard to not say where I have
But anyway,
teams.
we just spent like 7 minutes talking about one award.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
the most.
It's the
I mean, it's the most
one.
important. I don't really care.
Okay,
about
let's go.
the other
Rookie of the
ones.
year, Victor
I
Wembanyama.
don't. Just
Victor,
skip this
yeah.
one, bro.
It's easy.
Just
It's just
skip this
Victor.
one.
If it's someone else, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Hey, Chet has the winning thing. Oh, they might win. I don't know.
Fuck that.
I guess.
Wemby, bro.
More wins. I don't know how much the Thunder's winning, but okay. What's next? We'll go
Deep boy.
Deep boy.
Depoy. It kind of goes hand in hand. I mean,
Yeah.
I have Anthony Davis.
I
winning
picked 80
Depoy.
too.
I've got Evan Mobley winning Deep boy.
I'm not mad at
Mobley.
that.
I like that pick for sure. I definitely think their defense was so good last year, and he's only going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the one side you can rely on with him.
Yeah.
We'll go 6-man.
6-man.
I got to go one homer pick. He just killed it internationally over the summer. I'm going Bogdan, bro. I think it's Bogdan's year. It's always some random bench player. There's no favorite. There's no anything. I guess quickly, but that's it.
No comment, bro. Just none.
Where are you going, Cam?
I'm going Malik Monk.
Yeah, I went Malik Monk. I think he deserved it last year.
He
but
definitely deserved it last year.
I feel like he
but,
just
you know, these year like these awards, I think Depoy and six man. It's always like the year after they
Yeah.
deserve it a lot of the time.
That is true.
Like
Unless-
Mobley finished third.
unless
last
you're like
year.
Marcus
That's my
Smart.
logic.
Unless you're Embiid,
Yeah.
and then they just give it to you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm always defending the Embiid MVP too. It is fun to clown.
I don't
him
know
up.
why. Like he was a good year, but Jokic still had like a better.
Because
year.
I forget if it was Jokic's first or second MVP year. One of those 2 years, Embiid should have had it, but he got hurt. Like he was playing better than Jokic in one of those 2 years.
Gotta
I forget
stay
which one it
healthy.
was. And then he missed like
Availability is the best
15 games. Like a
Hey, he's
15 games
American
break.
now. We gotta support him.
Yeah.
Yes,
no,
he
yeah,
is.
You're true. That's
Love
Yeah.
my Americans. Okay, most improved player. You two can go first. I'm still kind of
Okay.
thinking about it.
I went with Scotty Barnes. I think it's not even a fact that he can win it. I think he needs to win it with the state of the Raptors team. Like he won Rookie of the Year. He had a bad second year, but I mean like they're kind of like giving him the keys now. There's no Fred. There's still Pascal obviously, but I think Scotty's going to move to more of an on-ball role, kind of play like a point forward-esque role, and I think if he succeeds in it well, he could easily find himself as an MIP candidate.
Mhm. Yeah, I like that a lot. I do think that the Raptors are going to need him to step up in a big way, especially with what I think their front office is going to do this year.
Yeah.
But I went a different route. I think I've got Cade Cunningham
I like
has to
like
improve.
Cade, but it's just I don't know if he can win it because of the injury last year. So it's like
It's like one of those weird things where it's like, how much are they going to value him coming off an injury?
yeah,
and that being
because I already know what
indicative
Cade
of his
Cunningham is, so I don't really see
Yeah.
him.
I don't see his numbers going up much, but I just see him playing like
Yeah.
70 games.
I'm not mad at that.
I guess that would be an improvement.
Yeah.
I saw someone say, I think it was Kenny. He said, "Can Zion? No, it was someone else. Can Zion win MVP just based on improvement on games? Like if going from 29 games to 70, would that be
kinda-
most improved?
I mean, I think Zion, when he's healthy, does put up MVP.
He
caliber
does.
Yeah. So no, he
numbers,
couldn't actually win it, but it just
but it's like,
triple the
Yeah.
production if he plays triple the games.
I mean, yeah,
I hope he stays healthy, but
Yeah.
man, I don't.
I do.
We'll get into that.
You know someone else who won Rookie of the Year and then plateaued the next year
John Morant.
and then won Most Improved Player,
Ja
John
Morant.
Morant. So Scotty Barnes could always go the John Morant route.
He could.
I-
yeah.
I don't
mean,
think it's
I
crazy.
feel like the sophomore slump is a real thing.
Yeah.
I just think he has the keys to kind of excel in that offense. So if he takes advantage of it, I think it's all his.
His skill set just seems very like, it's not limited, but it's limited to his physical attributes. I don't see a lot of like
Yeah.
development from him last year. And usually when you see a player have a sophomore slump, it's because they're trying new things and they don't work yet. And I just saw him doing the same stuff that he was doing during his rookie
Yeah.
year last year.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
just it was really the same player. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the player I hope wins it. Markel Fultz.
I love that.
Eventually, you what? No, scrap that. This is who I hope
All
wins it.
right, bro.
God, Trey.
Killian Hayes. Killian Hayes, you're my most improved player.
I like it, bro.
Send him to the
Okay.
Spurs. He's the starting point guard there. He's getting Wemby that
Trey
ball.
Jones
French can-
hate, bro.
Okay. Killian Hayes, Victor Wembanyama. Who's that guy?
Vassell.
No. Oh, City Sissoko. That's
City
three
Sissoko.
Frenchmen
Get
on the
Ousmane
side.
Dieng
It's
out
Frenchman
there.
offensive. I don't know,
Yes.
but
You're
like,
just gonna hear him going Le Poupou the whole time they're going down the court. and, Like,
dude, they can play hoops in two different languages. It'd be pretty cool. No, but yeah, Killian Hayes. You saw him in the preseason. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say
He's
preseason.
been good, dude.
but-
He's got all the skills. Just make a shot.
I'll
bro.
always say, dude,
Pop
he has
loves
those
his French
skills.
point guard.
Just make a shot.
He knows how to get open. He knows how to get teammates open. He just
make a shot.
when he shoots, it is the worst misses you'll ever see.
I feel like it's like confidence draining misses too.
Yeah,
Like
it is.
you can miss, and then you can have misses that just make you not want to shoot anymore.
I'm
and I
gonna-
feel like those are Killian Hayes.
I stand by
done.
it, bro. He's nice. Like if you like watched him like move, but like, if you took away every aspect besides shooting, like just putting the ball in the basket, he's nice.
Like he's a defender. He can play
He's
make. He can
nice,
do all
but,
this.
like-
But
I mean,
he had that one.
he's like bad porn 2.0.
Yeah, Corey McGiddy.
You know
Jeez.
what I mean? Like,
So yeah, and then we can go. You guys have Coach of the Year?
I do. I
yeah.
have Coach of the Year and Clutch Player.
Yeah,
Clutch Player, I just said SGA because I feel like
I got Jalen Brunson for clutch.
I like that. It's just really it's a toss up, dude. Like you just gotta guess.
Who do you think is gonna play in the most close games?
Yeah,
Who do you think's the clutchest player in the league? That's who I'm. going.
Damian Lillard.
It's Damian.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
pick
not mad at
Damian.
that.
Lillard.
Not mad at
I
that.
feel like just last year he was hurt and you couldn't, and his team was bad. Now that his team's good, he'll dominate this award.
Though, if I need a 2 to like win the game, I'm going Jokic.
If you need a 2, Dame will take that 3 anyway.
If
and
I need a
make it.
2 to win the game,
If I
Yeah.
need
You go
like,
DeMar.
if
You
I
go-
need like just
give
a
me
bucket-
DeRozan, bro. Give me DeRozan.
DeMar's just
Nah,
doing
y'all are hating on Jokic.
I'm not
He
hating
shot
on Jokic.
63% from the field last year.
I'm not hating on
On an
Jokic.
average of 8 feet from
I'm
the
not.
basket.
I'm
Like,
not
that's
hating
crazy.
on him. Yeah,
It
Jokic
is
don't
crazy.
miss, I'm not gonna lie.
He like I
It's
don't
just
think
not
I've
a cool
seen him.
pick.
It's
not a cool
no,
pick.
it's not because he's a big like lard European.
Yeah.
This is why I can't be a voter. Like, I'm just gonna go the cool opposite.
That's real shit.
And then Coach of the Year, I'll take Frank Vogel. I think Frank Vogel's gonna do
That was my runner up. I've got Adrian Griffin.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, I went a totally different route, and you'll see it reflected in my predictions for the standings. But I went Jamal Mosley. It's the Magic coach.
Why did I hesitate knowing
How
that?
high do you have the Magic?
Get into it.
I am a little bit high.
Eastern Conference predictions. At 15, I have the Washington Wizards. I think they're going to be the worst team probably in the league. But they have some cool players to watch. I think Jordan Poole's fun, Kuzma's fun, but
Right.
I don't think they're going to be very good.
All right, hold on. We got.
We just told you
did-
that we're all gonna say it, and you went on your monologue.
Oh shit! My bad, bro.
Take 2.
Dude, you can start again.
Okay, at 15, I have the Washington Wizards.
Okay. At 15, I have the Charlotte Hornets.
Wow. At 15, I have the Wizards as well.
Okay.
Wow. Huh.
So we can talk about the Wizards first. It's their first year in a rebuild. They got Jordan Poole, Tyus Jones, Bilal Coulibaly, and all these really good wings. They have a lot of wings.
Mhm.
I just think they have the most incentive to tank because it's only their first year of their rebuild versus like the Hornets. They have LaMelo. They're trying to really get things going, and the Hornets, do they have their own pick? I hope they do. The Wizards definitely do,
Hey, better because they're
I don't
finishing
know if
last
the
in the
Hornets
East.
but there are other East teams that don't. So we can get into
I'm
that.
not sure if the Hornets do.
So why the Hornets?
Why the Hornets? Because they suck. Like, purely. Like, I look at that team and nothing inspires me about them. Brandon Miller is like an intriguing prospect, but he's just raw right now. He's going to
Yeah.
shoot like 41% from the field. He's going to have like a Jabari Smith-esque season.
I could definitely see that.
Where he's going to get better at the end, and I think he will be a good player eventually. But like,
I think you're
one.
You're relying a lot on what you saw last year from that team.
And you have to
n-
remember
like-
the previous 2 years before that, and they haven't really
They were a
lost
playing
anyone.
team,
like,
bro.
Consistent playing team.
Okay, consistent playing
They
team.
were- 2
years in a
They
row,
got
2 years
blown out in the first
They're
like
still
playing
a playing
game.
team. Bro.
Okay,
Oh, they got blown out in the first 2.
Look,
playing games.
Look, all I'm saying is that I look at that team and it's just LaMelo, and he's gonna get hurt at some point. And if they're bad enough, they're just gonna bench him again. And honestly, I think this is the year they trade him. I think this is the
You
year.
think they trade
I think
him?
he could want out. Like I mean,
LaMelo's just signed like a fucking $80 million a
Yeah.
year.
How often is
contract.
an all-star quit on a team before their contract? Like he's still on the
LaMelo-
rookie
Lam-
contract.
LaMelo's
Cam. Even if he got the
it
extension.
happens.
Cam, LaMelo's literally said he wants to stay in Charlotte his whole career.
Okay, he's bullshitting. You
I mean,
know
he's probably
not- you know
bullshitting,
he's
but he
not
just
telling
signed
the
like a
truth.
fucking supermax. Why would he leave now?
I also
Why?
just think I don't
Because
know.
why would he want to waste his career on a team like the Charlotte Hornets?
They are so unserious, man.
They
Like,
are, but,
all
like-
the not politics, but all the crap
Yeah.
that they
That's
go
what I'm
through.
saying too.
Like-
I think there's way too much turmoil going on with that team right now for them to have any sort of success.
I think that they're gonna not be last, but they could be a little higher than last. But
I mean, yeah, I don't have them in the play-in or anything, but
Yeah.
like
I
think there's pieces there, bro. You have
There's
LaMelo, which
pieces-
is a
there's
borderline
pieces,
all,
Mark
which is an all.
Williams-
I think Mark
the
Williams takes a
pieces-
leap. Mark
the
Williams is gonna
pieces
take a leap.
don't fit together. And
But
like,
how much have we seen? The one year we like saw the pieces together, they're playing teams whenever the pieces are together.
yeah, and if that's your ceiling, in my opinion, you shouldn't
So-
pursue that.
Okay, yeah, but that doesn't
so if
justify
the
being
play-in's your
15.
ceiling,
Yeah,
then they can be not the worst.
like they
team,
can
you know what I
be.
mean?
I just don't think they're going. I think LaMelo
What
probably
edge
gets
do the
hurt.
Wizards have over
We're talking
them?
a lot about
The
the
Wizards-
14th and 15th seed probably,
The
but like I
Wizards
still want to
have-
get into
the
this.
Wizards have 2 players that can do something with
So
the ball,
do fucking the Hornets.
and the Hornets have 1.
The Miles Bridges disrespect needs
Miles
to be toned
Bridges is
down,
in
bro.
court
He's
again,
also he's
okay?
not playing the first
I'm
10
not
games.
betting on him playing.
They got that boy.
I'm
They got Brittany Renner's.
Terry Rozier's a bucket. I don't
I'm
care.
telling you right now,
Terry
if
Rozier's a
your
bucket.
hope is in Miles Bridges, I'm sorry.
And
I'm
Terry
like
Rozier.
Terry Rozier's a bucket, bro.
Terry Rozier is a
I
bucket,
guess.
but dude has been doing like that's what I'm saying. A lack of progression in the league is regression. If you stay the same every year, you're regressing because the league is constantly getting better. And the Hornets have been the same, like the exact same contributors for the last like 3 to 4 years.
Wait.
And I just don't think it's gonna work.
So you're not moved by Frank Ntilikina?
Look, I know there's people that swear by Frank Ntilikina, but his 5 minutes a game are really not going to make a difference for that team.
Dude, when some people think of Frank Ntilikina, that's what I think of Killian Hayes. Except like Killian Hayes is actually better. I don't care. But that's so enough of the 15. Okay,
That's
14
enough,
seed.
bro. I don't need
Yeah.
to talk about these teams.
Someone else go first. Wait, I'm trying to
I
think.
had
what-
Charlotte at 14, so I didn't have them last. But
I don't
like,
think y'all are going to like this pick. I got the Raptors at 14.
I don't hate it. I promise you, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not crazy.
it's just the thing with you have Pascal. Oh my goodness, I'm debating 1 seed, but like Siakam can't be a 14th seed. Him, OG. I guess the only problem with the Raptors is everyone could get moved by the deadline, and no one would
That's-
be surprised.
yeah.
The first domino has fallen already.
But I haven't given my 14th seed is the Pistons.
Hmm.
They just don't have good players to me, man. Like it's straight, and they don't have good spacing either. Like their starting lineup's projected to be what? Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey. Cade Cunningham's improving on his shooting, but it's still questionable. Ivy, it's questionable. Bojan, sure.
Yeah.
Maybe they start Asar and Bojan together, and Asar can barely shoot. And then Wiseman and Duran, and then Bagley, and then Isaiah Stewart, and it
Like-
sounds ugly.
Yeah. It's not fun hoops.
Joe Harris, cool, he's a shooter. I guess you solve that, but he's not good.
Yeah.
Hates
No,
Kevin Durant.
Raptors are gonna be bad. They've got to trade Siakam if they want Scotty Barnes to make a leap at any point. And without Siakam, they're gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Like they don't looking at their team, they don't have a playmaker.
They don't. Yo,
But,
Fred
like,
was a huge loss. And
At
I,
all, they
you
don't
had
have.
the you had the Raps at 14.
Yeah,
That's low, but it's whatever. I
Yeah.
feel like I can see it, so it's not like I'm gonna.
I mean, their ceiling with Siakam is what, like a play-in team. Maybe
Yeah,
they make
play-in.
they make like the upper play-in game as an 8 seed.
but I just
I like
do
their
see-
I like their upside defensively a lot.
that's
But
that's like
offensively, they're a
fine,
Russ
but
big, like, rough
they're-
team.
they don't. Dennis Schroeder is their point guard.
I think
Yeah,
it's gonna.
I
Be, I
don't
tell
like
you, it's gonna be
that.
Scotty Barnes this year. Dennis Schroeder's not really gonna be playing point guard, bro.
So
Yeah.
who would I guess Trent would start now?
Yeah, I mean, I just yeah, I don't know.
I honestly I was really hating a lot on Fred VanVleet last year, but I kind of reflected and realized that like they have no spacing. He has to shoot something. Even if he's
Yeah.
chucking it barely hits the backboard, it's like what spacing? OG Anunoby, okay, his percentages are cool. His jumper isn't fast, and teams will leave him open, even if he shoots decent, just because they know he's not a real shooter.
when your third most effective jump shooter is Pascal Siakam, you know you have a
Damn.
problem.
That's so bad. What? Wait, did they have? No, they didn't have Svi Mikhailovs.
No, he's on
Even
the
that, he
Celtics.
probably didn't play anyways.
They
but
had Fred VanVleet and they had Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah,
That's
it's rough.
brutal. Okay, 13th seed. I'll go ahead. It's the Hornets.
Okay,
So y'all didn't have him.
Oh
that
no,
much.
sorry, wait, no, but it's not the Hornets. It's the Raptors.
Raptors.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
the Raptors.
yeah.
It's the Raptors.
I went a different way, and I just see this team, this finally being the year where they're just like, fuck it, we're done. I went with the Bulls at 13. I think this is the year where they're just like, this core is not doing shit. They ship Levine off. I think DeRozan might stay, but I don't think DeRozan's all that to get you that.
Just
good
because
of a
he's not
team.
worth much. Like,
Yeah.
that's why he's
Yeah.
staying.
Yeah.
It's-
But I have the Bulls.
Same with
I think this is the
Vucevic.
year where it's just
Yeah.
they finally put the nail in the coffin.
Yep, I got the Bulls at 13
Yeah.
too.
I-
I, just,
I've-
I have
oh.
no faith in that core to
Yeah.
be able to do something. Like they had one good year, and
Yeah.
they're just going to continue to regress now.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the Bulls a little higher, but I'm not trying to debate it. I'm just gonna say this: Levine, DeRozan, and Vucevic all played at least 74 games, and they were what, the 9 seed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally the definition of ceiling, where everyone was healthy. Their big addition was what, Javon Carter.
Yeah.
Like they're just missed. I don't know.
And
Last
depending
year,
on starting Kobe White.
Last year they were
looking at
missing a
what
lot
they
of
added
cool
and what they
role players.
lost. Like they literally just they stayed the exact
Yeah.
same.
Well, but see, here's the thing:
they have good
if you-
pieces, but it's just they don't
if you look
really
at the-
mesh well, bro.
No, like
Like
it's-
they have a lot.
It's like a team you build in 2K.
They have
or
a guard
something, like-
logjam,
yeah.
bro. You can't
It's, like,
fit.
fine,
you
but-
just can't fit minutes for Levine, Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, and Caruso. You
Like,
just-
I
there's
hate-
not enough minutes to be spread
Yeah,
around.
I hate to say it because it's the last player you want to move if you want to be competitive, but Levine's got to go.
He is, and I think Levine is traded this year.
And
Y'all-
DeRozan doesn't have value. Neither does.
I think
Vucevic.
DeRozan could be traded too to like just like
It'd be
the
for
Knicks or
nothing.
something. The Knicks or something. Like I don't know. I gotta see
like
it.
Lakers, I guess.
Like, what team needs a mid-range scorer? It's kind of.
I love DeRozan, but
Do y'all believe in the Patrick Williams jump?
no,
Yeah, we're
It's
good.
been
no,
waiting
that's
on it
enough
to
about the
happen for a
Bulls,
long
bro. Like
time,
they
but-
they need to commit to a rebuild where they get a player that can change their franchise.
Like I just
around.
don't care about these next
Yeah.
whatever this group of teams. I just don't
Yeah.
care about.
You know?
them.
Okay, so yeah, 12. I'll go. I had the Hornets.
Okay. I
Okay.
had the Pistons.
Okay, at 12, I went with Brooklyn.
Oh, really?
I like I like a lot of the
all low.
pieces that they have, but it's just how what's their true
So-
ceiling?
so
Here's the thing with Brooklyn, though. They have no.
They have no picks, so it's like
no
I'm-
intention to tank.
I know, but I don't really see it.
And
Yep.
McCall's the healthiest
You
guy
have
just
in the
think
league.
it's-
You have
I see
to assume they're gonna
McCall,
reach
but-
their absolute ceiling
Yeah.
this year.
I think last year they were a pretty good team even after the KD trade, but I think this year they take a little bit of a regression because last year Claxton stayed healthy for the most part. I mean, Dinwiddie stayed healthy for the most part, but it's like
Does Claxton have an injury history though? Like,
not really. But it's like I see a little
It's
bit
due.
of I see a little bit of regression from them this year. It's not that they're a bad team because they're a good team. I just see some regression.
I
from
also
them.
just see Ben Simmons not being.
I love dude,
not
you
being
know,
the All Star that he was, but just being a good, solid
Dude.
role player that's going to help winning.
Mhm.
I am
that's-
Ben Simmons' last defender on this planet. Okay, but I don't.
I hope he's good.
I hope
but
I hope he has like an all-star year. I'd love it, but I see I'm
if he
predicting
has
some
an
regression.
All-Star year. I mean, obviously this isn't my prediction, but I think if he has an All-Star year, they can avoid the play-in game
Yeah, he could.
between him and McCall.
Him,
Can you-
McCall.
that's
I guess, but All
that's a
Star.
lockdown.
So,
Dude,
like, such a
defensively,
reach, that's
Ben
the thing.
Simmons, Mikal Bridges, and Claxton is elite.
Yeah.
Elite, bro.
Spacing
And then you
wise,
got Cam-
Spacing
well,
wise,
you
it
got
might be a
Cam
little
Johnson.
ugly, bro. but-
yeah, it's Cam Johnson,
And McCall
elite shooter.
shoots like 40%.
They might start Cam Thomas, bucket.
Yeah. Like they
We'll see,
have
bro.
they have pieces, but I think it really comes down to, some guys outperforming what they've done
Yeah.
in the last few years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I see that.
Anyway, yeah, I had the Pistons. I can't say
Okay.
much
Okay.
more than what you
Yeah.
said. Like, they just don't move me.
Mhm.
They don't move you.
At 11, I mean, you already talked about this. I had the Raptors at 11, but
Okay.
you already talked about them. So.
I got the Wizards at 11.
Wow.
I think
Who's that guy?
No, I mean, like, I see 11 as not being, like, quite that guy. But, like, he's going to get 20, 25. He's going to be good.
Yeah.
People saying he's going to make a James Harden jump are stretching a little bit because they're kind of misinterpreting what James Harden was to the Rockets. They're thinking, like, just scoring. Whereas, I don't know. Just keep going? Okay. Whereas, like, Harden was, like, a playmaker, and he did a lot of stuff for the Rockets, too, and I just don't see Poole being that guy right now. But between him and Kuz, they have enough offense to win games against the bottom of the barrel teams in the East. They're just not going to be, good enough to get beat by 40 in a playing game.
That's fair. I mean, I really do think, any of these teams, 11 through 15, could be wherever, as long as, in my opinion, they're a little bit guaranteed to just miss the play-in.
This is like the distinction for me is like play-in, playoffs, everybody else.
Okay, and I had the Bulls. We don't need to talk about.
Yeah,
Bulls.
that's same old.
Okay, 10. I had Brooklyn Nets. I just think they like when a team has no incentive. There's a little bit of incentive for every other team. Where I just think, Claxton's defense, Bacal's defense, Cam Johnson shooting. They have enough pieces. They don't have any superstar that's going to carry an offense or defense, but they got enough for that little 10 seed.
I've got the Magic at 10. I just think that they're not going to take like the big jump that some people see them taking. But Paulo's going to continue to kind of refine his offensive game and become more polished. And hopefully they can choose between one of like the 20 guards that they have. Because like, dude, they have now with Anthony Black, they have way too many guards. They need to get rid of somebody.
Do they have 5 now?
So they have Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, Anthony Black, and I feel like there's one more guy that I'm missing.
No, I think last year they did have like Gary Harris, but I think he's gone now. So I guess they have 4.
He like tore his ACL or something last year and didn't play.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but he's still under contract for them.
Okay.
Because he signed like a 3-year contract, but yeah, no, they have way too many guards. They need to trade somebody.
They have to do John Isaac back, hopefully. Do we play?
At what point do you just give up on him? Like,
He's a good defender.
he's a good defender when
versatile.
he plays.
He's back. He'll be good.
Hey, look, it's a superstar he's guarding, but I was watching preseason, him guarding Zion, dude. He looks small. Like he actually does look like he looks like the cinnamon stick, from Apple.
Okay.
Like that's what I see personally.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
it's nothing personal.
Okay.
It's funny.
Damn. 10 seed. I had Detroit. I had like a similar prediction last year, but Cade got hurt, and I'm working with it again.
You think they have enough talent to make the play-in?
Yeah. I think Cade has a really good year. I think Ivy takes a leap. I think Duran impresses people, and they just.
How many guys can
Sneak
take a
out some
leap
win.
in 1 year?
I think Cade.
Ivy takes a lead. Like, what do you think Ivy is?
I think Ivy has. If you've seen the preseason, I'm not gonna take the preseason for a lot, but he's shown like he can shoot the ball like at a pretty good clip now. So I don't know if he's able to become like a respectable threat where they got to guard it. They're not. Pick your poison. Either he's gonna go in or he's gonna shoot a 3.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a little bit of a hot take, but I'm rocking with it.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you on that.
The 9 seed, and see the rest of this like. All these teams now are kind of just like, they're kind of like middle of the pack. They could fall really from any, like these play-in teams, they could be any seed in the play-in, but they're going to be play-in teams.
Yeah.
I had the Pacers at 8.
Okay.
Or 9. Yeah, I had the Pacers at 9. I love what they're doing. I love Halliburton. I love all that, but
They're a year off.
They're a year off.
I got the Nets at 9.
Yeah.
I hope they're better because I love McCall. And,
Yeah.
I actually like their team a lot, and I think they could be similar to like the 19 Nets. But the East is just better than it was then. There's too many teams above them that are just better.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9, I have the Magic. Kind of already talked about them. I think Franz and like you say how many people could take a leap. Honestly, I think a lot of Magic players can. Franz, Bencaro. I think Suggs easily can. I think
we're looking at basketball through such an optimistic lens.
I know.
Like half of these guys aren't going to get hurt.
I know.
And then the other another 25% are just going to suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
Actually,
it's just the nature of the NBA.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, at 8.
8 seed.
Corby, who you got?
I have. Do I keep? Okay, let me actually look.
Okay, I'll just say mine.
Okay.
Don't know what to evaluate this team at. Don't know what to think of them ever. But they are good in the playoffs. I'm going to Miami Heat at 8. Just because I don't know what to think of them as a regular season team. I just can't. What did they do in the offseason to become a better team?
I have the same
Tyler
thing.
Hero healthy.
They got he was healthy last regular season.
He was, yeah.
Was he?
Wait,
Yes.
Wait, actually,
For like the majority of it?
probably,
probably-
he wasn't probably like totally healthy, but,
But like I'm just saying, like
Because I feel like
the truth
feel
is
like-
about the Miami is they don't give a fuck about the regular season. As
They
long as
really
they can
don't.
get to the playoffs, they're fine. That's all Jimmy and Bam they're gonna sit their games as long as they get a chance in the playoffs. That's all they need, and that we've seen it time and time again. I just don't think they're a good regular season team like they once were 2-3 years ago, where they were the 1 seed. They don't really care about getting
well,
those
because
wins in the
they
regular
were
season.
the 1 seed and then they got
Yeah.
they got beat.
Exactly. So they don't give a fuck about the regular season, but they're gonna be a good playoff team. That's
So
what
how many games did Hero play?
67.
67.
Yeah,
That's,
so
that's
it's-
enough. Like,
So,
that's
yeah,
enough.
he actually played.
they lost. Gabe Vincent. They lost Max Struess. They lost. I swear they lost someone else.
whoever it was pretty irrelevant. I'm trying to think.
Oladipo. They lost Oladipo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how much
They
was he
lost
doing,
those 3
really?
players, and who did they bring in?
Jay,
Josh
Jay
Richardson's
Rich is a
cool.
decent.
Yeah.
Thomas
addition.
Bryant's a good backup center,
No,
I
he's not.
guess.
I don't
but
even think he is.
he can score. I mean, it's
It's
just
like no, yeah, I get what you mean. I just
Jovic hopefully takes a leap. I don't know, bro. It's just I have them at 8, but I do think they're gonna be they're threatening the playoffs like they always are.
yeah. I mean, yeah, they don't care about the regular season. I just have them higher.
I just don't even. Oh, you
we
have
can
him
talk
higher?
about it. We can talk about it.
Because I have him at 8, so I was
You have him
going
at 8
to.
too?
Yeah, so they just don't have.
I mean,
good
last year they were
pieces.
what 9, 10, or 8 or 6. They were in the play-in last year.
They were 7
Yeah.
because the Hawks are 8, and
Yeah,
then
Hawks were 8,
we
yeah.
took the 7
Yeah.
seed. Yeah, I just don't like Kyle Lowry's your starting point guard.
I mean, Tyler Hero might start.
And then who? At the 2, Jay Rich. Like,
Yes.
Duncan Robinson.
I guess have Kyle Lowry come off the bench.
They just got to get to the playoffs.
Like they did.
If they got a playoffs, they can beat anybody.
They don't
but
have
they
enough
just-
offense.
I had the Pacers at 8. Kind
Not
of the
mad.
same reasons you
Yeah.
said. Like
I'm not mad
exciting
at
him.
that.
I like Bruce Brown next to Halliburton too.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a good fit, but
I'm not mad at it.
yeah, they're a year off from being good.
The seeding is not far up. I think y'all are pretty low on the Pacers. I think they're up for I think this top
I think
6
they're a
of
year
the
away,
East will
bro.
be pretty competitive.
They're a year
We're
away.
far off, but I think my 7 will
Yeah,
surprise some people.
my 7 is gonna be pretty shocking. Hopefully, we have the same one. Cam.
Hopefully.
Okay, so
Let's have Corby say his first.
Yeah, Corby. You
oh,
got
7, I got Pacers.
Oh, 7. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it. I
What?
don't want to say
you
it.
got.
But the day of reckoning might be coming for the process. I have the 76ers as the 7th seed. I think that Harden situation is going to be a lot more detrimental than people think. I think they're not going to, even if Harden doesn't play and he sits out, Embiid's not going to be happy. Who knows what he's going
So,
to do? And
It's over.
I think the process
It's
might be done. I
Did
think
y'all know that Wojnarowski reported right before the pod that Harden is expecting to play in Philadelphia now?
Oh, good.
Like,
for
I think he still kind of wants out, but
fat suit.
I'm
These are
not
the
like-
same shit about Houston.
I'm not high on Harden at all. Like I actually think if Harden plays, they're still a 7 seed. I really don't
just
have
think
much
there's
faith.
too
in
okay,
much,
that.
plays
bro.
or like wants to play for Philly. Like that, there's
What do you
kind
mean
of-
wants to?
He literally-
it's his job.
No,
like, he's gonna play.
like he's expecting to play, but when a player's relationship is fucked up that bad with their own team, it's kind of just like a toxic thing and it
Plus,
spreads
at
throughout
what,
the locker room.
At what point has Joel Embiid just had it between like Ben Simmons and James Harden?
And he just says, "I'm done, bro. Get me."
He's
out
just like,
of
I'm
here."
good. You know
Wait,
what?
so
I had a
for
back
you-
injury. I'm done. I don't want to play the
so
last
you
4
think
games.
Joel
Embiid-
Embiid is a Golden State Warrior. I'm killing myself.
Oh my god.
So so you're saying Embiid will
team
request a
has
trade? Is that what y'all are saying?
I said Embiid. I'm predicting it.
One,
yeah.
because-
I think Embiid's gonna get hurt this year because he always gets.
I don't
hurt,
think he's
and
gonna get
last
hurt. I
year
think
he
he's gonna
avoided
ask out,
injury.
bro. I think
Like,
he's gonna ask out.
He might ask out and he might sit out.
Okay, but if he doesn't ask out, we've never seen Philly. Okay, Philly had 1 year. It was the bubble year. I think they were the 6th seed against Boston. They got swept. Outside of that, we have teams. You guys have teams ahead of them like the Hawks, the Knicks, and all
I
these
do.
teams.
Yeah, I do.
do.
Yeah.
That for the last like 5 years, Philly's always been better than.
Okay.
So like,
Then why
what
did
what has
Philly
changed?
lose to them in a playoff series?
Because the Hawks are the better playoff team. What can I say? Ben Simmons, he was right under the rim, bro. He was right under the
I
rim.
guess-
You can't blame Embiid for that. You can't blame Harden. You can't
I don't
blame
have faith
Maxey.
in the 76ers anymore.
I
And
can't.
I think it's more of a psychological thing because I'm sick of watching this team. I'm just sick of them. I'm sick of hearing it every year.
I just think
about
I think
this is
the-
Joel Embiid's year to go to the conference
I think the
finals.
day of
James
reckoning
Harden's gonna have a
is
resurgence.
here.
I'm just sick
I
of it.
just-
I'm sick of listening to it.
I
I'm
think
done.
the day of
I don't wanna-
reckoning's here,
I don't
bro.
want them to be
They're
good
tearing it
anymore.
apart. I think it's
Y'all,
over.
this is so bad. Like y'all just hate Philly.
I
and
hate-
I do.
I hate
like-
Philly too.
You know what? I like the Eagles and I like the Phillies, and that's enough for me.
I
I
hate-
don't want the 76ers
I
to be
hate the
good.
Phillies.
I just
I
don't
know-
like.
we know you hate the-
I don't
I
like
hate
the
the Phillies,
Sixers
yeah.
that much,
Corby's
but I
been
just
going
I
through
also just think when Harden asks out and they don't get an equivalent like return to him, Embiid's gonna be fucking angry, and
Yep.
that's all that really needs. for a
When
team
when
to go
Harden
down.
asks out and they get like, I don't know, Malcolm Brogdon and a first and a second from the Portland Trailblazers,
Embiid might be a
Yeah.
net, bro.
and then
like,
they like flip Harden to like, I don't know, The Lakers.
Oh fuck! Stop mentioning those, dude. All right, yeah,
Just trying
that's
to
enough
curse.
of
I'm
that.
just trying to
Y'all got
curse
your
y'all.
Philly
That's
shit out
enough of
the
that,
way.
Corey.
Yeah.
Let's hear
I'm,
it.
I'm good on that.
Number 6, I have the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay.
Um,
I guess at 6, this is where my coach of the year came in. I have the Magic at 6. I'm predicting a jump.
If they finish that high, he's coach of the year.
I think
but they're not
think
finishing that
I'm
high.
just
dude,
not-
if you just look at what they did post trade deadline, it was some pretty special stuff was going on.
Hey, the Magic started what 5-16, and they ended 34 wins.
Yeah.
Which means like they were barely under 500. Now you get more development in your players. I just don't like their draft. Like that's the problem. I don't like
that is
Anthony
true.
Black.
Just
I don't like Jet Howard. I
don't
don't like those
trust-
pieces.
Orlando
That's not crazy.
as an entity.
When is
Like,
the last time Orlando was a top 6 seed?
Or Dwight.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
when he finished like second in MVP voting.
Yeah. Okay, 6 Cam.
6. I have the Hawks too.
Okay.
I just think like
I had the Hawks one spot higher at 5.
okay. That's
So it's not
respectable.
That much for easy.
At 5, I have the Knicks.
At the Knicks.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had Knicks at 4, so it's not that crazy. There's not much to say
There's,
about the
like,
Knicks. I
there's-
think they're just a good team.
Like, we didn't say
they're-
anything about
they're
the
like the same they are
the
last
Hawks.
year.
I mean,
Because here's the thing. I was expecting you want like Cam
Mid,
to
bro.
stay like 7 or 8. I'm not gonna lie.
it's
Oh,
just
I'm
we all,
mid.
like
Yeah,
I'm
just
high.
because that's
I'm,
been
like,
kind of unanimous. You know, like
Yeah.
people just say people
just-
always expect the Hawks to be mid.
I just
Like,
think
that's
Trey like Trey to me is just like a good regular season performer
Yeah.
as well as being a good playoff performer, and that's why.
I think they're. Just
And he had a
good
down
team.
year last
They're
year.
a
and they
good
were
team.
still
And
an 8 seed.
DeJounte and him will.
I
Gel
think
a
they.
little
Yeah, I
better
think they
this
get a
year.
little bit of team chemistry going. They
That
get to a
being
good
said,
Yeah.
Bogdan is not winning
team.
sixth
Let it
man
go.
of the year.
Let it go. This is the
Also,
award
I just wanna-
rule,
so-
bro. Let it go.
Quinn Snyder coaching a full team. He's never been lower than a 6 seed ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah.
that's a stat.
I mean, he had
That's the
Donovan and
Hogs.
Rudy Gobert.
I mean, hey Trey and
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I just think the Knicks
Okongwu.
are
Okongwu.
gonna.
I'm not gonna say Capella.
Knicks are
Okongwu.
just gonna probably be like what they were last year, with a little bit of added pieces.
And a
like-
little bit more
yeah,
Villanova.
like
I,
Divan-
I
yeah.
like I like DiVincenzo.
I like
a lot.
DiVincenzo too. I think they go 1 seed higher because of the 4.
Oh, you like DiVincenzo a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I had DiVincenzo's was underrated pickup last year, you were hating me for it. I don't
He's
get
a
it.
good glue guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's a solid player.
yeah,
He's a good addition.
He's good.
He'll get you a couple more wins.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, we'll
Alright.
ignore it.
all right, bro.
But yeah, 4 seed. I mean, this team to me just has a high ceiling in the regular season.
Every time he tries to press, it's some bullshit.
Some
It's
bullshit.
Philadelphia. It's not even a crazy thing too. Like
That's-
it's
I mean, it's.
That's fair. It's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
It's
I'm glad you're an optimist and like
I don't know. I hate them too. It's
Yo,
just that you
okay,
just gotta
alright.
be real. Like,
I
that's-
might. I'm gonna get torn apart here. At 3. It's
wait,
not
we
even
still
that.
got to do 4.
Oh, we did 4.
What'd you say for
I said
4?
Knicks.
I got the Heat.
Yeah. Oh,
We haven't said
Yeah.
4. It was
We
just
did.
me. I was Philadelphia.
I said fucking 4. I thought Cam.
Yeah,
did.
you said 4.
All right, my bad.
God
Go
damn.
up with Miami. Miami
We're
is the
so
4th
out of
seed
it.
is stupid. Just say it.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think it's
it's stu-
stupid,
it's stupid,
because
yeah.
they were a 1 seed one year and then the 8 seed next.
Yeah, sitting right in the
You
middle
get out-
where they've been.
math.
Take the average.
Top 10 math. I guess.
I'm Indian. I mean, I got like.
Oh.
I mean, hey, if Jimmy tries, if Jimmy really
Jimmy
tries,
tries,
they can get the
he'll
4
go
seed.
for it, yeah.
It's not a crazy
not
thing. It's not a
crazy.
hot take.
It's not crazy. It's
Yeah.
not. Okay. This team might have the best roster in the league,
Okay.
but I don't like them, so I have the Celtics at 3.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fuck the Celtics. I don't give a
I
fuck.
honestly don't really believe in the Bucks or the Celtics to take the regular season that serious. So that's why I have the Bucks.
Giannis will, and Dame always takes the regular season serious.
Yeah, I guess.
He didn't last year. He sat the last 15 games.
Yeah,
Like, what are we
he scored
doing?
30. He scored 32 points per game though. Like.
Oh no, his good. Like he
he
was,
was playing.
talented enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, just the games played. I
I
don't know.
At 3, I've got the Cavs. I just don't think they have enough in the regular season to make a jump like that.
Yeah.
But it's gonna really their playoff success is gonna depend on Evan Mobley for
Yeah.
sure.
I got the landed too, so it's not
Landed,
that
yeah.
far off.
Who you got
Yeah.
at 3?
I got.
He had the.
I had the Bucks at
Bucks
3.
at
Bucks
three.
at 3. That's low.
It's not.
I know it's only
they were
it's
the
only
3
like
seed
2
2 years
spots off
ago.
from where they could be, but it's low.
It's not that low.
I just think. Well, and I can see the point where they really didn't lose much because they only they lost Grayson Allen and Drew for Dame.
Yeah.
That's really all that happened. I
Mhm.
guess they drafted Andre Jackson. I mean, he's their
Yeah.
backup.
They
point
got
guard. That's
Malik.
crazy.
They got Malik Beasley.
Malik Beasley.
They
Yeah.
got
Oh, they did get him.
Yeah.
yeah.
But okay, here's the thing: if they had Budenholzer, I'd have them as the number 1 seed because Budenholzer is a
Griffin's
regular
legit.
season merchant. But they have a new coach. I just
Griffin-
don't know
we
how
don't
much I
have-
trust.
That's
the
why
new coach.
Adrian Griffin is going to be coach of the year because they're going to get the 1 seed and it's going to be convincing.
I guess.
Which
Okay,
I
that
guess
argument's
is me,
fair, I
me
just don't
jumping
believe
the
it.
gun a little bit, but
Yeah,
like
you
they
got
got
the Bucks at one.
campaign too. Like
I
they've
have
got
the
solid
I have the
producers.
Bucks at 1 too. Also.
Yeah,
so,
I have the Celtics at 2.
yeah,
It's like
I have Cleveland at 2.
at this point the top.
So,
three are the
yeah,
top
it
three.
really because it's not an indictment on like which team is the best. It's just which team you think.
yeah,
will
it's one
take the-
team, and I think Porzingis is going to get hurt at some point during the
Yeah.
regular season, and that's why the Celtics won't finish above the.
That's
Bucks.
fair. So to end this off, oh yeah, and I had the Celtics at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we say our
Eastern
Eastern
Conference
Conference
winner?
Winner.
just matchup even? Do you want to do
Eastern
that?
Conference Finals.
Like Eastern.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go Bucks.
Have you not been thinking about this? Like,
Not really. Bucks Boston. That'll be it.
and who's winning?
Bucks.
Who you got?
Bucks, Boston. I'm going Boston.
I'm going Bucks Cavs,
I like
and
it.
I got the
I
Bucks.
like it. I like it.
Really?
I
Yeah.
like it.
Jared Allen and Mobley beating out Porzingis and Tatum. I
Yes.
mean,
Yes. What do you mean?
Just
Tatum's
like,
a top 5.
It's a good matchup for him.
I mean,
Jared
it
Allen
is,
on
it is,
Porzingis,
it
and then
is.
Mobley in the middle when Tatum drives.
Max
If
Strus on
Mitchell
JB.
Robinson was averaging like 12, 13 boards,
It's Mitchell
man,
Robinson.
Porzingis
It's a
is about.
totally different player. Porzingis is not that player.
Yeah, he's not.
I mean, okay, so you got Porzingis spacing the floor now, Tatum spacing the floor. It's just really
When
hard to start that
Porzingis-
5 out
when
offense.
Porzingis goes 1 for 8, and Tatum has his typical shit.
And why would Porzingis go 1 for 8?
Because the Boston offense always dries out in the playoffs.
Yep.
It always does.
It always like I don't care. And and they got Drew Holiday too, who is a notorious playoff dropper.
But if there's one person to stop Donovan Mitchell, wouldn't it be Drew?
Who's
Yeah,
stopping
but who's
Not
stopping
stop,
Garland?
slow-
Who's
slow-
stopping
JB
Garland?
guarding Garland?
I'm telling you, Garland's gonna have
Derek
his
White's
series.
an elite perimeter defender, and you can't say I'm wrong about that.
All right.
He lost to Harris, but
Speaking
I
of Garland, you guys are gonna
Okay.
you guys might kill me for this, but I think Garland is like the closest thing we've seen to Kyrie since Kyrie.
That's not even true.
I just
I guess they play for the Cavs.
I just know it. Like just the way they play. Like I see it. I don't know.
I just see Garland. He's just way skinnier than Kyrie. Like I couldn't even like imagine in my head just because like I don't know.
He's the closest thing to Kyrie we've seen since Kyrie. I'll leave
We
it
can
like
see
that.
it. Okay.
See?
We're about to record
Gallo.
back-to-back pods. That's why we'll be in the same shirts, and let's
We're
get to the
not-
West.
No, we're just gonna go change.